Good afternoon and welcome back to the final competition here at the FEI European Vaulting Championships in Flyinge. We've had an excellent morning of vaulting, finishing up the European Championships of the pas de deux in the senior division and the junior pas de deux at the World Championships. However, our final competition yet to come is the official team competition, the Nations team. Now, the format for this is 2 individuals and 1 squad can enter from each country. They must have competed already in the individual or squad divisions in order to qualify. And that leaves us with 6 teams in this official team competition.
Welcome back to the happy events taking place here in the main arena.
So after the finals of both the individual and the squad regular competition here at the European Championship, each country can declare the starters of their official team. The scores from the free tests of the individuals and the score from the free test of the squad in that previous competition are added together, and that decides the running order for the competition this afternoon. And they will all run in the reverse order of merit from that score. Now, the score has absolutely no reflection on the competition today. We start at 0 for everybody. It's purely to decide the running order.
At the letter A, we have Rob de Bruyne from the Netherlands. Welcome, Rob.
And the individuals can be male or female.
At B, we have Lise Berg, Denmark.
And in fact, it seems we will only have 1 male individual in this official team final, and that will be Yannick Hyland. He's part of the team Germany. So how it works is the first individual for each nation will come in and perform their individual free test. After the round, they will receive their score, and then we move on to the next individual for the next nation. Once we've been through all the nations once, we will come back and see the second individual for each nation, once again receiving the scores as we go along. After the individuals, there will be a short break, and then we move on to the squads. And the squads will then perform their free test, after which the entire national team will gather together on the kiss and cry for their final result. 6 squads. We have first to come the Netherlands, followed by Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Switzerland, and Germany.
And then I believe that in a minute or so we will be ready to welcome our first.
And the official team competition first came into the championship in 2018 at the World Equestrian Games in Trial, and that year it was won by Germany. European champions in 2019 were Team France. 2021 it went back to Germany, and then last year in Herning at the World Championships it went back again to France. And no French team in the starting lineup today. They did not have a squad in the competition, so we will not have France. Germany could win it for the 3rd time. And for any of the other nations, it would be a first gold medal in this class. Denmark, Austria, and Switzerland having previously collected the bronze or silver medals over the last 4 years. So we are ready to begin in this official team event, starting with the Netherlands. And the first individual for the Netherlands, Joske van Keulen, with Shamir and Rian Pierik. And purely for reference, Joske scoring a 6.7 in the individual competition free test. Missing the height on that kick. Gentle transition. And a great job in the free test today. Much better than in the first round. For Joske van Keulen, the first individual coming for the Netherlands. With Shamir and Rian Pierik. Once again, the judges scoring on the horse score 25%, the artistic 25%, and then 50% on the technique. Joske executing the exercises very neatly, using only the height on that one kick movement. A few small hesitations, but getting into her musical concept. Picking up the points there from the artistic judge. And building in the difficulty with the D dismount, as well as picking up on the artistic variety of exercises. She will wait for her score now on the kiss and cry. And the score for today is 7.658. Much improved on that first round freestyle. Into the eights from a couple of the technique judges. And the artistic there from Joske van Keulen, 7.3. Both judges very much in agreement on the artistic score.
Is the launcher.
And next we will move on to the second of our 6 nations, and that will be Finland. Vuko Toivonen with Laki and Annie Jarvela. Already getting into her character. And she had a really good first free test, very high in the artistic impression side of things. Scoring her a 7.806. Again, that is just for your reference. The only thing that matters is what happens in the ring today. Quite managing to hold the free Bielman. Taking that hand off, upping the level of difficulty in the backwards needle. Lovely sideways cartwheel. And just receiving the bell on the edge there. The bell signalling the time limit. And the artistic judges must decide if she had begun the dismount or not when that bell rang. If she had, all is well. And if she had not, they will take 1 whole point off the artistic score. So receiving the bell can be very costly. And I think that was right on the line. I think depending on where the judges were sitting. Very much immersed in her artistic concept. Vuko Toivonen for Finland with Laki and Anni Jarvela. And we saw some increased difficulty exercises within that programme. The free Bielman not quite being held for the full 3 strides at the start, meaning the judge cannot count it. A little performance fault coming out of it as well. Working through the artistic variety of exercises. And then she upped the level of difficulty again in the backwards needle, taking that 1 hand off. Again, the leg didn't stay at 180, so a little performance deduction there. And a few wee wobbles throughout will take down that technique score a little bit. And the score for today is 7.428. So second place so far behind the Netherlands for Team Finland.
Now we have for Denmark.
Just a reminder, the 3 scores from today are added together and equally count. Added together, divided by 3 to find the winner. So we have plenty time for things to change, even already. So the next nation into the arena will be Denmark. Iben Dines Pedersen with Tofoyes Galeto Lieto and Hannah Hagen Hansen. He's been also part of the Danish squad, who we will see later. And quite a few of the individuals representing their nation, both in the individual and squad in this nations team competition. Very softly cartwheeling into the neck. So far, an excellent performance. And a great finish. Wonderful freestyle for Denmark. Iben Dines Petersen with Tofoyes Galeto Lieto. And Hannah Hagen Hansen. So for the individuals, the top 10 most difficult exercises count towards that technique score. And that combined with the performance of all of the exercises to make up the technique score. And she certainly threw in the difficulty in the test here, right from the beginning. Plenty of D exercises. Now, to get the top score of 10 in the difficulty, there needs to be 3 risk exercises. However, the performance is combined for that score, and she lost very few performance faults. Good use of the horse, and the spaces on the horse as well, the inside and outside ground jumps. Managing to get some artistic expression in a few of the moves. And the score for today is 7.683. So it is the top freestyle we've seen today so far, taking Denmark into the lead. Denmark, of course, winning the silver medal in the official team competition at the World Championships last year. They won the bronze medal at the European Championships in 2021. So a good history within this official team competition for Denmark. However, a medal for the next nation would be their first within the official team competition. The first individual coming in for Sweden, Natalie Brixland, with Elversöz Galantic and Balash Benz. She scored a 7.3 in the first individual competition, but did receive the bell for being over time, so certainly there's room once again to increase that score with a good round this afternoon. Just seeing a little bit of the horse's movement come through her body in the sideways needle. Fully making it all the way over in that cartwheel. Not quite managing just to land that dismount at the end of the free test. Natalie Britzland for Sweden. And filling that programme with plenty of dynamic moves, lots of twists and turns. A little bit lower on the difficulty side of things, and then unfortunately losing those points at the end there. 0.2 just off the performance for touching the ground after the dismount. Flying up onto her feet, demount to start. Creating some very nice shapes, just coming out of the harmony with the horse every now and again, that being the most important criteria the judges on the performance side of things are looking for. Body control and posture as well. You're just losing some of that energy of the rotation towards the end. Still a very good test to watch. And it's a 7.0 today, 7.061. For Natalie Britzland. So Sweden in 4th place so far. And certainly a little bit of a difference in the technique scores from the judges there. So a bit of a range from the low 7s to the high 5s on the technique side of things. A lot of that can be dependent on where the judge is sitting on the circle and what they can see as the vaulter comes round. The benefit of having 8 judges really showing through. And now our second last nation to compete, representing Switzerland, Ilona Hanich, with Rio de la Luz and Monica Winkler-Bischofsberger. And what a championships she's had here in Flyinge, winning the bronze medal in the individual female competition. Not only that, but the silver in the squad, and we will see them later. And that wasn't even enough. She then picked up the bronze medal earlier this morning in the pas de deux. Biellmann in the handle. Very well held, so difficult that move on the croup. Off halfway through that one-handed cartwheel. Excellent landing. Wow, great freestyle from Ilona Hanif, setting Switzerland up very well at the start of this official team competition. Great to watch. Really filled with artistic, both from the variety of those exercises and the continuity and unity of the composition, not to mention the difficulty as well. Starting right from this Biellmann. And then she was really strong through the handstand piece. That move, so difficult to do. And then we had the one hand coming off at the end of the cartwheel as well. And a brilliant finish, so definitely going to top our leaderboard, no doubt, so far. And the score today, 8.7. Superb freestyle score for Ilona Hanif.
7.46 for the Swiss team at this point. Okay, coming up next.
And excellent technique scores in the nines from every single technique judge. With a good horse score as well from Rayo de la Luz for Ilona Hanif. The horse around about the 7.4. And now our final nation to present their first individual. And she comes into the circle this time as European champion in the individual female class here in Flyinge. Catherine Meyer for Germany with San Classico S and Sonja Meyer. flowing so nicely. Not making it all the way around into that ground jump. Big finish. Catherine Meyer for Germany with San Classico S and Sonja Meyer. Another freestyle packed with difficulty. The occasional exercise not coming off 100% how she wanted it to be. That tuck round into the inside ground jump not working. But that's only because we know that she does it anyway, because we saw it the other day. In terms of the judging, there'll be a little deduction for the heavy landing, but that will be all there. And then the handstand on the top of the handles later in the free test, not quite held for the full 3 strides. So that will take a little bit down the degree of difficulty if the judge thought that it wasn't held quite long enough. Still, though, moving so well on top of the horse. Really covering all the spaces. San Classico just coming in a little bit on the circle every now and again as well. So it's an 8.550 today. Still an incredibly good freestyle score to start Germany off. It is second so far behind Switzerland, that freestyle of Ilona Hane. Scoring very highly indeed. So we've made our way through all of the first individuals for all 6 nations. So currently, Team Switzerland are in the lead on an 8.7. Team Germany just behind 8.5. Denmark in third currently, 7.6. Netherlands very close, also 7.6, but slightly behind. Team Finland have a 7.4 and Team Sweden 7.0. However, we have another individual to come from each country before we then move on to the squads. So we go back again to the Netherlands. And Annabeth Kube with Evermore R and Alan Laudrup. Annabeth scoring an 8.2 in her free test in the individual competition. Artistic piece to begin with, working with the music. Loads of difficulty through that first portion. finishing off well. And another great show for us today. Annabeth Kube of the Netherlands with Evermore R and Alan Laudrup. Very much getting into the music at the beginning of the freestyle. And looking towards the higher level of difficulty. Packing in plenty of D exercises for that technique judge. And performing each of them really well as well. So limited on the deductions. Working well with the horse. Once again, showing that variety of exercises that the artistic judge is looking for. And joining Joske van Keulen there on Kiezenkrij for the Netherlands. That score seems to be missing the judge at G, so don't panic. However, it is showing nice technique scores there. That seems better. 8.3 for her test today. There we go. I think they saw that first score as well to begin with. But 8.3 for Annabeth Kube, a good score for that freestyle. It gives the Netherlands a total score of 8.0 currently. And now our second individual for Finland, Jessica Laakson, with Quentin Bruce and Una Pekala. And a score of 7.4 in her first free test in the individual competition. Once again, that has absolutely no bearing now on this competition here, just for information. Really clean round. Having to squeeze at the end of that swan dive. And great landing. Jessica Laxon for Finland. And another vaulter really working hard on that artistic impression with some expressive movements and hitting some of the musical notes with her legs as well. Super clean in the mount. And a few little hesitations here before that outside ground jump, and then we saw it once again just before the swan dive. Just affecting the flow and the fluidity of her freestyle. Very occasionally losing the harmony with the horse and having a little bit of a balance issue. Good number of D moves in there. Was just the end of the swan dive, having to work hard to make sure she got back into the center. Great finish. And the score for today, 7.256. That takes Team Finland now into the second place after we have seen two individuals from two nations. Current total for Finland is a 7.342.
Welcome participant from Denmark, Nanna Torv Christensen, on the horse Boston, and Pia Sørensen is in charge of the launching in a few seconds.
And the next competitor will be coming in for Denmark. And once again is part also of that squad, which we will see later. And it is Nanna Trabb Christensen with Boston and Pia Sørensen. Second individual here in the official team competition at the FEI Vaulting European Championships. Great landing from that jump turn. And a lovely finish. Great landing from the cartwheel dismount. Nana Trapp Christensen for Denmark. And some great pieces of dynamic movement within her free test. Starting a little bit lower on the difficulty, but building it up. That jump turn to backwards, followed by the backwards stand with the jump. Really difficult, and managing it well. Getting some good hip height on that one as well. A few minor performance faults here and there in terms of the execution of the exercises. Once again, we really are being treated to a show today. Some excellent performances thus far. And it's an 8.1. Great free test score today, 8.173. And that takes Team Denmark into the second place so far.
And now for Sweden, we will welcome Ella Filippa Velander.
All those judges agreeing with the Nana's score, over an 8 for both the technique and the artistic. And so now representing Sweden, Ella Filippa Velander. With Elversöz, Galantic and Balázs Bence. So currently Team Netherlands still lead the way after 2 individuals. Their total score 8.007. However, we've still to see 3 individuals. Sweden, Switzerland and Germany. It could have been on that kick, but still smooth. Lovely landing there on the neck. Getting the centre of gravity up there, but really well disguised. friendly program, moving really well on top of the horse. The whole first sequence very smooth and fluid through some difficult exercises. And once again, very well disguised after that ground jump into the shoulder stand. Her hips just not really achieving the height she wanted to. And able to camouflage that and thus losing a little bit less on the execution side. Filippa Welander for Sweden. Another vaulter with a good level of difficulty within the free test, using both the mount to stand and the handspring off to get the artistic scores for the D-mount, D-dismount, as well as adding to the difficulty for that technique judge. For today, 8.363, and we don't see Ella there because she has had to go and prepare for the squad freestyle. Both Ella and Natalie, the individual female class here at the European Championships, but with a 8.3 in her first round free test. So a nicely high scoring freestyle, fingers crossed, coming right up. Horse. Not sure if something frightened the horse there around that side of the circle. I'm going to take their time and proceed with the test with the music at a slightly lower level. Excellent difficulty in the Maltese lever. And a superb finish, Danielle Brugge with Cairo and Corinne Bosshard. So disappointing for her that she came off at the beginning of the test. The rest of it was beautiful. And big love for Cairo there. just a lovely free test to watch. So many great shapes and interesting artistic pieces. And having to work so gently as well on the horse, doing such a great job. This was just that loss of balance, something I think disturbing the horse unfortunately there. And so she will receive a deduction from the performance score due to the fall. However, excellent mental strength to just jump back on, spend a moment working with the horse, and then carry on with a almost perfect rest of the free test. Danielle Bergi for Switzerland. And we have seen some very good horsemanship here. Lots of the vaulters having to work so hard with their horses when they haven't been 100%. And we see that connection both with the lunger and the horse, but also with the vaulter and the horse coming through in those situations. So the score for today, 7.373. And given that has a huge performance deduction on it because of the fall, as well as some much lower horse scores, an incredibly good score for Danielle Bergi for Switzerland. Switzerland staying in the lead just here ahead of the Netherlands. Now our last individual in the official team competition, and representing the men in this class, Yannick Hyland for Germany, with Dark Beluga and Barbara Rossini.
And we welcome also the horse and longer, Dark Beluga and Barbara Rossini.
Incredibly difficult start there, super soft with it. Nicely through the one-armed cartwheel ground jump, big dismount, excellent finish, Yannick Hyland for Germany. Even better, I would say, than his male individual free test. Moving so smoothly on Dark Beluga, start to finish. Looking for a top score in this individual part of the official team competition. The beginning piece. So difficult from the start, right up into the handstand, switching sides all the way through to the ground jump. No question of the difficulty of his program. Top marks there, and everything very well performed. So look out for the technique scores, because they will certainly be high. Just a great use of his movement through all of those varying positions and structure groups for the artistic judge. Filled with quality, lovely finish, and a great end to the individual part of the official team competition here at the FEI European Championships. And there it is, 8.723. Huge score for Germany, and that propels them into the lead. So after two individuals from each nation, the current standings are this. Team Germany in first place so far, 8.637. Team Switzerland in second, 8.059. Team Netherlands in third, just behind, 8.007. Team Denmark in fourth, 7.928. Team Sweden, 7.713. And Team Finland, 7.342. It is very close there between second and fourth, I can tell you that. And we will have a short breather to prepare ourselves for the squads coming in. All 6 squads will show their free test. That will begin at 14:40. So a short break, and then let's return for the finals of the FEI European Championships official team competition at 14:40. And welcome back to the FEI European Championships official team competition. We are just over halfway through, and after a very strong start, Team Germany are leading after 2 individuals on an 8.637. Team Switzerland currently in the 2nd place after that unfortunate fall from Danielle Burgi, with Cairo not settled on the circle, getting a fright round one side. Team Netherlands currently sitting in the bronze medal position, but Denmark not far behind. And all we have left to see is the senior squad free tests.
His name is Lee, and he is launched by Jan.
After the squad have performed, we will see the entire official team join together on the kiss and cry to await their final result.
In a few seconds we will have them in the ring, but please, only soft clapping.
Now we will begin with the squad for the Netherlands. And they are coming into the arena with Wim and Meta Jans. The squad members: Lisa Hertwig, Lise Arts, Nienke Veldman, Ilse van Dijk, Guus van de Keur and Sjarte Boygen. This squad did have a fairly tough go of it in the squad competition earlier in the week, with Wim finding the competition circle a little bit tough. Four minutes the time limit on this squad free test. Much better start this round so far. creating some really good shapes safely through that first triple. Combining the double exercises really nicely in between the triples. Good variety. Not quite holding that highest level there. Getting it here though. And a much, much, much better free test today. That's what they wanted to show us, and they didn't get to in the squad competition. And they have really set themselves up well here in the official team competition.
We say thank you to Lisa, Nicke, Stina, Gus and Sacher.
Good combination of the individual exercises, once again using that to build some of the difficulty, getting the higher level triple in at the end of the programme. And creating some good shapes. 25 exercises counting towards the difficulty score in the squad competition. Very nice use of the double leg movement there. Looking for artistic points. Performance-wise, very well executed. Very minor moves out of harmony with the horse, and occasionally just that triple at the end, one of those exercises not held quite for 3 strides, so won't count. It's a strong start in this team competition. The Netherlands senior squad with Meta Jans and Wim joining Annabeth Kube and Joske van Keulen on the Kiss and Cry. And the score for the free test today, 8.025. And that is a total score in this official team competition of 8.013, which stands them in very good stead. And they will have to wait and watch as the next 5 teams perform to find out where they will finish at this European Championship.
The members of the team are Matilda Nankinen, Pinja Nykenen, Siri Niemela, Nea Kostiainen, Mintu Väritalo, and Vuokko Toivanen. In a few seconds, the Finnish team in the main race.
And it will be the Finnish team who come in next. With Laki and Anni Jarvela. And the squad members, Matilda Mankinen, Pinja Nykenen, Siri Niemela, Nea Kostiainen, Mintu Väritalo, and Vuokko Toivanen. Building the artistic with the outside ground jump. Kick over. Great balance from the flyer there. Little lots of tension on that mount. Having to work quite hard to make sure she got back up there. Changing their mind about the final move, making sure, hopefully, to get off within the time limit, and definitely doing that. Well done, the team from Finland. With Annie Jarvela and Lackey with the excellent job there on the circle. The horse working very well for the squad from Finland. Showing some really interesting combinations. Nice and solid in this double at the beginning. Really filling in the different directions that the artistic judge is looking for. Sometimes losing the harmony with the horse and just receiving some penalties on the performance side of things. With the difficulty also just a little bit lower than that Dutch squad we saw already. Huge potential in this Finnish team. Finland senior squad combined with Jessica Laxon and Vukko Toivonen will await the total score, the free test score of the squad, and then the final score in the official team competition. The score for the free test today, 7.125. Judge at D very much enjoying the program there. A lovely technique score, 8.234 for the judge at D. And that is a total score in the official team competition, 7.270. Finland into the second place so far. Team Netherlands with the lead, and 4 teams yet to perform. And it has just started to absolutely pour down with rain here in Flyinge, but fortunately there is a huge warm-up arena just outside this one, and not too far for them to go from one to the other. The facilities here have been top quality all week for both the vaulters and the horses. I'm very grateful to all the volunteers who have made the competition possible.
In a few seconds, the Danish senior squad.
Judge A, Rob de Bruin for the Netherlands, just waiting for the official start time for the team for Denmark. And with Hannah Hagen Hansen and Tofoyes Galeto Lieto. And squad members Iben Dines Pedersen, Nana Trapp Christensen, Josephine Vedel Sondergaard Nielsen, Kajsa Munkbieri, Esther Mögelvang Sondergaard, and Jasmine Sondergaard. Soft, super beginning. Performed first triple. Creating some lovely shapes. Just not quite getting the stirrup there. We saw her trying it on our camera angle and having to then just alter the dismount. Struggling a little bit on the way into that triple, but well held at the top. Loss of balance. balance. Again, only a minor performance fault. Brilliant finish for the Danish squad, and a team filled with talented individuals.
Denmark's senior squad and team members Iben, Nanna, Josefine, Kajsa, Esther and Jasmine.
Definitely playing to their individual strengths within that test and creating some lovely shapes and lines. Solid landings from some excellent dismounts, packing up that difficulty score and the artistic. A little bit lower on the musical interpretation side of the artistic score. Working nicely with it. And then we just had one little loss of balance in the middle of the program. So it's down to the judges now. And the question is, was it better than the team from the Netherlands? Things were pretty close there after the two individual scores had been added together. The Dutch squad today 8.025. The performance here was excellent. And the combinations of exercises from the artistic point of view, really top. It's a big score for their free test today, 8.296. That is enough to move them into the first place so far. 8.050, now the total score to beat. Team Denmark take the lead in the official team competition. With 3 to go. We have yet to see the team from Sweden, Switzerland, and Germany.
For the next course, I need to ask you for no waving of flags, please. Nu med nästa häst så ska vi inte vifta med några flaggor, hur gärna vi än vill. The team in question is Sweden's senior squad. They perform on Hamhois Bello Nero, Ronja Persson.
So it will be the team for Sweden next. And I can tell you, in the squad competition, this free test scored an 8.274. The Danish team today scoring an 8.296. Now, Sweden had a little bit over Denmark. Coming into this final round, into the squads. So we'll see what they can do here. Team Sweden with Ronja Persson and Hamhois Bello Nero. And the squad members: Ella Philippa Velander, Natalie Brixland, Clint Fisbeck, Clara Sjöström, Olivia Nealens and Julia Lindqvist. Team Sweden winning the bronze medal in that squad competition. First squad medal for Sweden since 2002. Great movement through the triple. touch the ground there on that landing. A big, big finish for Sweden. An excellent freestyle. Very, very well performed. One little touch of the ground after the dismount. However, really making the job hard for the judges today. Excellent choreography throughout the whole freestyle. The squad has clearly spent hours working on that, really coming through today. Another very well executed freestyle program. Great connection between the vaulters as well. Working really in harmony with the horse. Good artistic pieces. Certainly going to be a good score. Don't forget, the team now that go ahead will win a medal. Sweden as yet have never medalled in the official team competition. .2, the top freestyle score of the squad today. It's an 8.404. Takes them into the third place in the official team competition. 7.943. That means a medal in the official team competition once again for Denmark. I can tell you it is very close at the moment in those top three. So Denmark now lead the way 8.050. Netherlands in second, 8.013. And Team Sweden just going into the third place, 7.9. Super close finish between those three. And after 2 rounds, Switzerland only fractionally ahead of Team Denmark. And this is the squad who won the silver medal in the squad competition. For their final performance at this European Championship, Team Switzerland, we have Akardi van de Kappel and Monica Winkler-Bischofsberger. Squad members Naomi Lissi, Nadja Bütker, Ilona Hannig, Leandra Stedelman, Stephanie Brendel and Mirja Kleger.
The idea of human rights is that each one of us, no matter who we are or where we were born, is entitled to the same basic rights and freedoms. Human rights are not privileges, and they cannot be granted or revoked. They are inalienable and universal.
Little loss of balance there, switching the dismount. Clean end there. Great freestyle from the Swiss team. Just a little loss of balance in that final piece, holding it together. Team Switzerland with Cardi, Van de Kappel and Monica Winkler Bischofsberger. So much packed into those 4 minutes. Perhaps not quite as tidy as it was in the squad competition. However, it shall still be a very high-scoring free test, filled with difficulty and masses of artistic, creating good lines and flowing really well. Huge use of the musical interpretation part of the score, working very well on that. And again, very creative triple combinations and some supported exercises. The squad from Switzerland joining Danielle Burgi on the kiss and cry there. Ilona Hanich, the other individual, also part of that squad, making up the official team today for Switzerland. Denmark currently sitting in the lead on a total score of 8.050. And it's an 8.597 today. And right on into the lead. Another medal here for Switzerland, 8.238. The squad free test score showing differently on your screen there at the moment. I think they just had them swapped with the individual score and the squad one. 8.238. Final score for Switzerland. And now to the final performance in this official team competition. And it will be the squad from Germany. With Kalidor and Ines Navarov, Gianna Ronka, Philip Garonsi, Larina Herperts, Mona Mertens, Hannah Steverding, and Bela Lenin. And the current European champions in the squad competition could make it a double here in the Flyinge. Very slightly. Losing balance again slightly at the top of that handstand. Brilliant finish for the squad of Germany, with Kalidor and Ines Nauroth.
How about that? What a wonderful world, the world of voting.
Great free test today.
Thank you, Germany senior squad and Gianna.
Just occasionally overbalancing every now and then. However, it will make absolutely no difference. Superb performance. Once again, top level of difficulty in there. And excellent artistic. Few moments catching them out, but barely any errors in that test. Beautiful lines and great movement. Great images from their free test. The final free test here at the FEI European Championships. And we join them to see the result on the kiss and cry with the rest of Team Germany, Catherine Meyer and Yannick Hyland. We will wait for the official confirmation.
The top two teams waiting for the points, Team Switzerland and Team Germany.
And there we have it, the score from today. It's a huge 8.885 for the free test from the German senior squad, which of course takes the title in the official team competition. Team Germany, the official team European champions 2023. The silver medal going to Team Switzerland, and the bronze to Team Denmark.
Second place for Switzerland senior squad. Third, we have Denmark.
European champions, the team from Germany, Team Norca, with Kalidor and Ines Nauroth, Gianna Ronka, Philip Garanci, Larina Herpert, Mona Mertens, Hannah Steverding and Bela Lenin, combining with Yannick Hyland, Barbara Rossini and Dark Beluga, and Catherine Meyer, Sonia Meyer and San Classico. And it is lap of honour time for the European champions, Team Germany. the silver medalists. Team Switzerland, the squad from Lutersburg, with also Ilona Hanek and Danielle Burgi, Monica Winkler, Bischofsberger, Corinne Bossard. And the team from Denmark, with also Iben Dines Petersen and Nana Trapp Christensen, the medal winners in the official team competition here at the FEI European Championships. And that concludes all of the competitions here at the FEI World Championships for Young Vaulters and Juniors and the FEI European Championships for Seniors. Now, we have yet to have the prize giving ceremony, and that prize giving ceremony will start at 16:30. So at 4:30 p.m. However, just before then, we will have some music entertainment. Black Hernen. This is the band that on Tuesday played for the 1,000-headed crowd at the opening ceremony in Lund. And we have the pleasure of hearing them again here now. The oldest student orchestra in Sweden, based in Lund since 1956. They play everything from Mozart to Rihanna and also bring their own ballet. With conductor Aaron Paulson, please welcome the Academy Music Quartet Blekkhornen.
Hurra, hurra!